Bienvenue à mes amis qui ont de la peinture sur les mains. Voici Dr. Louis Thomas Jerome Auzoux.
Ah, the French.
Yeah, Dr. Auzoux was a French anatomist who revolutionized the process in which anatomical models were made by replicating cadavers out of paper mache.
First I cut off their head, pull out what's inside, belly, a slice, then you slash through the skin, I pull out their bones. What are you doing?
We're doing this. I printed out a reference and sketched it on a canvas.
My best friend. Always happy. No questions.
Now we're going to the books.
That's a huge bitch!
You want to go a little higher up because this is going to be protected by the shoulder meat, the collarbone, right on. This isn't just a good representation. That's a lot harder. That's why I love this. You can see these are very aspects. Deep in there, right? And a little high up here is usually where you want to go.
A few moments later.
Red team, you're going to cover the arch of the aorta, the brachiocephalic trunk, and the left and right carotid arteries. They're also going to come up here and cover the superficial temporal artery as well as the facial artery. Okay, blue team, you're going to go from the superior vena cava to the brachiocephalic trunk on each side. The jugular veins are going to run anterior to the carotid arteries, but the superficial temporal vein will sit posterior to the superficial temporal artery. I'm going to use a collection of inexpensive acrylic paints. And we're going to mix in some of the slow dry gel medium. Okay, finally, let's paint this thing. Okay, get ready everyone, it's time to nerd out. Dr. Louis Auzoux was born April 7, 1797 in Normandy, France in a town called Saint-Aubin. During his studies in medicine, anatomical models that were produced were often made from applying wax to cadavers. This process had many issues, including the procurement and preservation of these cadavers, as well as fragile and easily damaged sculptures. Auzoux innovated by combining boiled wood pulp, flour glue, plaster, powdered cork, powdered chalk, starches, rosins, and papers to develop a resilient paper mache. This allowed him to create more detailed and robust models than his professional counterparts. In 1825, Auzoux released his first model to the medical community, an entire human male sculpture. The sculpture was 180 centimeters tall, comprised of 66 removable pieces, and featured 356 anatomical details of the human body. This model was so well received it gained immediate attention and recognition from international communities of medicine and academia. After Auzoux's first model was showcased, there was a significant worldwide demand for duplicates. Hospitals, universities, museums, educational institutions, and research facilities all across the world wanted copies of this model. In order to meet this new demand, he had to find a way to accelerate his method of assembly. Auzoux further innovated his production process by creating a system of metallic molds and a liquid paste material that was formed under pressure in order to rapidly recreate his models. After being formed in these molds, the material could be further sanded, sculpted, filed down, painted, and detailed. In 1827, the French government funded Auzoux to build a factory in his hometown of Saint-Aubin, dedicated to the production and distribution of his anatomical models. He was even elected as the mayor in 1840. Each model produced by the factory was handmade and hand-detailed. Many of the models produced are still in existence today. They can be found in universities, museums, and in some very lucky private collections. Dr. Louis Auzoux passed away in the year 1880, but his factory carried on his work reproducing his models for many years. In 1995, Le Musée de la French Anatomist was opened in Newburgh, France in honor of Dr. Auzoux. Okay, thanks for bearing with me through that. It looks like I'm about to wrap up this painting, but before I do, I just want to say thank you very much et merci beaucoup.
The French.
I really hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it. If you liked it, hit the like button, subscribe, and maybe share it with a friend or two. If you didn't like it, I don't know why you're still here. Okay, I think we're done. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you, and love you. Love yourselves, love each other, and have a great night. Have a great weekend, and I'll catch you later. I appreciate you. Yeah, I don't want to yet blow your ears out. It's too late for that. Good night.
No, I was just, I'm sorry, madame.